Hello, and welcome to this presentation. My name is Karfakis. I am the director of the Kalamos Island Biological Field Station. We are based in Kalamos Island in the Inner Ionian archipelago in Greece. And today I'm going to present to you a few things about our experience running a volunteer program for more than a decade. All right, a few things about the station. We're a small local facility that is run by a non-profit called Terra Sylvestris. We're a modest facility. We just have two staff, basically, which are members, which we make sure that they're always there. We have volunteers, we have field volunteers. We largely rely on volunteers to fulfill our mission, be it on a charity basis. We sometimes do interns. We work on land, sea, and freshwater. We mostly focus on the traditional communities, lands, and waters in the archipelago and to a much smaller extent in the mainland. We're an environmental conflict zone, okay? We do have we have two classes of volunteers, on-site and remote. Um, for the field volunteer program, which is basically part of our sustainable development program for the area, it's aimed to support that. For now, people do biodiversity studies, basically what we call baseline biodiversity studies. Sometimes the work is revolves camping. We work directly with members, interns, landowners, fishermen, collaborators. That's how the program runs. We work directly with the community, okay? So we are not a government contractor or a government collaborator in any direct way. Volunteers pay a fee to cover their costs. We have done a significant amount of biological research, including discovery of an endangered European pond turtle colony, monk seal colony, a long-fingered bat colony. These are just some of the few examples of the rich work that we've done over the years. Data has been used to protect the ecosystem on the ground and has included legal actions. We have taken things to court. So, a few things about the program. You can see here, actually running it, simple bunk bed, mixed dorm bed accommodation, people living together, doing things in the field, on land and sea. Uh, it's a simple, I guess, proposition in an area that requires more than it could get from other sources. All right, so let's talk about a few of the lessons we've learned. All right, field volunteers and remote volunteers also come from mostly Northern Europe and United States. Most people come because they genuinely want to contribute, but we also do get, I would say it's about 40% of that, and 60% is uh, more or less people who want to do this to gain experience in the field and see how the field is. We have an average of 18 to 30. Our minimum age of participation is 18 years old. We do have people that are professionals in the field, such as university lecturers at times. And this program has had more than 20 volunteers in the field at a time, so we do have quite a few people. Some are coming to do their own project, and some can be established scientists and practitioners at time. All right, so basically, learning is there. Um, our goal is to produce scientifically accurate data that can be published in peer-reviewed journals, and for the research part. In the future, we want to do more on restoration, monitoring, and protection. Okay, right. So a little bit more than a decade of running the program. So yeah, partners are important. We can't source them on our own. It's just not efficient. It would take too long. We need someone to do that for us. We are significant for the local community because what we do is basically we don't do things without the consent of landowners, for example. We don't do things without, people actually telling us that it's okay or having been in one of those community meetings for the industry conflicts and actually have, an okay by the whole community. So we've done that as well. We, I guess, have a significant contribution to the local economy. Now, this is all based on trust, okay? So, I don't want to say that this was all peas and carrots. It can never be. It's reality on the ground. good communication, alignment with organization cultures and volunteers and sourcing partners. So we all need to be basically aligned together in terms of the ethics of the organization and its philosophy and values and legal agreements and all that stuff. Problems have existed, but they have been solvable so far. Nothing that we couldn't solve. Overall program is a positive contribution to conservation of the local economy, and I would say very successful one. All right, so looking into the future, we want to get volunteers in direct conservation practice. We want to get educational institutions to come and help more, and other organizations. We want to get an environmental education program going with volunteers for the community. We want to expand program activities for the research component, and we want to expand our facilities, but that's a little bit more long term. But above all, of course, we can and would like to get more volunteers. And that's it. Thank you.